The Iron Claw, Paradise Boys Powerlifting, has competed in both the equipped and unequipped regional meets at Decatur High School on Thursday and Friday. Here's the recap. Up first, we have junior 198 Rylan Mattern going for 535 on his third attempt. We opened with 515 and jumped to 535 on attempt number 2 to get a 5-pound PR. He missed it, so we had to go for it again right here. Gets it pretty easy. Next up, we have junior 132 Gabe Page going for a 5-pound PR at 395 pounds on squat. Gabe, if you're watching this, I wish you would have fixed that walkout. But he got 395 pounds on his third attempt. His first attempt was 370, which he got pretty easy, but they red lighted him for having his straps behind the bar instead of in front. So to be safe, make sure he was still in the meet. We did it again in round 2. Ended up doing this on round 3. Next, we have junior 165 Levi Worthington on his second attempt, squatting 460 pounds, which is a 5-pound PR. We went for 480 next, but he missed it. Here you see me putting on the Bench Daddy Texas wraps on Bo Shinivert, about to go for his first attempt on squat. Here it is, going for 550 pounds. The goal for him was to qualify for state with all of his openers. So he opens with 550 on squat, 350 on bench, 450 on deadlift, 1,350 total if he didn't get any other lifts, and qualify him for state in the 181 class. Here we go to attempt number 2. We jump to 605, which is a 5-pound PR from his last chance qualifier meet at Millsap 2 weeks ago. Gets it up pretty easily. Here you see me wrapping Bo for his third attempt on squat. He will be going for 640 pounds here in just a second. I'm using the Texas Bench Daddy wraps. This is the first meet that we've used these wraps. Bo is a great squatter anyways, but I do think that these boosted him a little bit. They're a little thicker wrap. The rubber helps. The Velcro definitely helps on the tie-off. But there you go, 640 pounds, regional record. Had to grind a little bit, but I do think he has a little bit left in him. Back to Rylan Mattern. He bought himself a Super King David Bench Daddy shirt, and this is his first meet in that shirt. He's been using an F8 up until now. I believe this is his second attempt, 380. Gets it pretty easily. His best bench press with an F8 was 350. This is Xander Norman. He's also a 198 and a junior. He's going for 400 pounds in his F8 bench shirt and gets it pretty smooth. I know he's pretty jacked up about this. This was his goal before the meet, was to bench press 400 pounds. Right after Xander, Rylan goes for 400 pounds, and it would be a 50-pound meet PR for him, but he misses it right at the lockout. You'll see it looks like he's going to get it, but right as he's about to lock it out, right there, it dips back down. I take the bar. If he finished it, it would still be red lighted. Levi Worthington going for a 10-pound meet PR, 300 pounds right here. And he gets it, which is great because we've been struggling on our bench press lately. Here you see me wrapping Bo before his opening attempt with 350 pounds on bench press. Got to be careful with that left wrist. I believe he's broken it twice. Here you see me setting his arms, getting his elbows right, setting the bench shirt. Remember, with our openers, the goal is to qualify for state, so this is going to be super easy. Here we go again, setting him up for his second attempt, which is 400 pounds, and this one we had a little trouble with. So watch his feet. His right foot starts to slip on the plate, and it kind of messes up his lockout here. Bar obviously comes off his chest really easy, but his foot moves, can't really lock it out. Get all 3 red lights for good reason. And now we go for 420 pounds because, remember, we're going to qualify for state. He's comfortably in first place in his weight class. We're just going to go for the regional record real quick. This time, I'm making sure that his feet are right. So you see me wiping off the bottom of his feet, just kind of like you would in a basketball game, so he could stick to the floor. Pushing the plates back so his whole foot is on the plate. He's able to push against it, setting his arms, getting the bench shirt right. Let's go for that regional record. And there we go, just like it's supposed to happen. All 3 greens. Back to Gabe Page, who already pulled his opener at 335 pounds. We added 35 on his second attempt to get 370. His best deadlift this year is 380, so the goal is to get somewhere over 380 so we can PR on deadlift. Here he's going for 390 on his third attempt, which would be a 10-pound PR. He pulls it pretty smooth, a lot of back. We got some work to do, but he does get a PR. Good job, Gabe. Back to Mattern, who is pulling for a chance to go to state. 465 pounds. That is 30 pounds over his best this season. He gets it smooth, all 3 green lights. Now we have to wait and see what the next guy pulls. Levi Worthington going for his final attempt on deadlift. 440 pounds. It is a 10-pound PR. It also gets him to a 1,200-pound total, which is also a PR. Back to Bo, finishing his day. This is a second attempt, 500 pounds on deadlift. Pretty easy. Next, we go for a 10-pound PR at 530 pounds on deadlift to finish the meet. And Bo scares us a little bit, but he is okay. I was told that our guys cannot be shirtless in pictures anymore, so I found a shirt for him to wear on this one. Going from left to right, we have Xander, who had his best meet of the year, totaled 1,255 pounds. You have Ryland, who placed third, totaled 1,380 pounds. His best meet of the year was 5 pounds away from qualifying for state. You got Bo, who got first place, best meet of the year, 1,560 pounds. Next to me on the right, you have Gabe Page, who had his best meet of the year, totaled 1,000 pounds and placed fourth in his weight class. And then on the far right, you have Levi Worthington, who totaled 1,200 pounds, his best of the year as well. Now on to the unequipped meet on the next day. I have 3 114s lifting, and I only have deadlift videos. I didn't have as much video help on this day as I did the day before, but that was TJ, who pulled his best deadlift, 145 pounds. This is Chris. He pulls his best deadlift, which is 175 pounds, gets called for that little bump at the top. Then you got Hampton, who grinds out a 200-pound deadlift, which is a 10-pound PR for him. Good lift. I'm super proud of these 3 guys. All 3 are 114s. All 3 are freshmen with 3 more years to develop and to progress. The 2 guys in the middle, Chris and TJ, have only been powerlifting for about 2.5 weeks after I convinced them to join the Iron Claw for our last qualifier meet in Millsap. And Hampton's been with us since meet 1 in January this year and has made progress in every single meet. I cannot wait to see what these guys do in powerlifting the next 3 years. Going from left to right, next to me, you have Chris, who matched his best total this season at 360 pounds and got a PR on bench press with 75. You have TJ next to him, who improved his total by 50 pounds in this meet, got a deadlift and a squat PR. Then you have Hampton on the far right, who totaled 420 pounds, 15 pounds over his best 2 weeks ago at Millsap, and had a big-time deadlift PR of 200 pounds that you saw just a second ago. And if you've stuck around to this part of the video, I appreciate you hearing me brag about these kids and the great season that they've had, but we ain't done yet. Stay tuned for Bo's state meet video in 2 weeks.